Good morning. We will begin in about 30 seconds, right on time. So, whether you are practicing live or receiving this recording later, get ready. Get ready by finding a comfortable cross legged sitting position. I always like to sit on a little elevation, little height. I have a block now underneath my sitting bones. And this just makes it easier for the pelvis to be neutral, allowing for the natural curves of the spine to be there. So we'll begin by closing the eyes, allowing the attention to arrive here in the body just the way it is right now. Join the tips of your fingers, index fingers and thumbs lightly together, resting your palms down on your legs for a grounding, energetic seal. Tone the lower abdominals in and up. Feel the crown lengthening skyward, neck long, shoulders down away from ears. Become open to what this moment is truly offering you. Noticing how you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, spiritually, without needing to change anything about your experience. Just witness. Be honest with yourself. Beginning to watch now the breath, air coming in and out of the nose. And as we watch the breath happening in the body, we are accessing the three pillars of the yoga practice: breath, body, and mind. They are connected, they are united. Watch the expansion of the rib cage as you breathe in, and a slight contraction of the lower abdominals as you breathe out. Inhale, vitality, more prana coming into the system. And exhale to let go of anything that is no longer serving a purpose. Inhale into the upper belly, upper back expansion. Exhale, contract the lower abdominals, feel the ribcage softening, the shoulders softening. Couple more breaths, watching air entering the body through the nose, filling up the lungs, the sensations that come along with that. And also as you exhale, observe, get present. One last cycle of breath. You can begin the practice of Ujjayi breathing if you like, making a slight contraction of the back of the throat as we start to add movement according to the breath. So with the inhale, circle the arms, lift them up overhead, notice the expansion. With the exhale, open the arms and touch the floor by the hips, get even taller. Again, inhale, expanding, the practice of Vinyasa, movement to the breath in a special way. Exhale, open the arms, touching the ground, get tall. Once again, inhale to expand, fill up with prana, with vitality. And exhale, empty out, get tall. Now only the right arm, inhale, lift it up by the head. Walk your left fingers away, exhale, side stretch. Stay, inhale into the right side of your rib cage. Stay here. Exhale to soften. Return to center, breathing in. Lower your hand, touch the ground as you breathe out. left. Inhale, lift it up. Walk your right fingers away, side bend. Stay here as you inhale into the left side of your ribcage. And stay as you exhale fully. Return to center as you breathe in. Lower your hand, breathing out. Interlace hands behind the hips. Extend the arms back, lift your chest, chin down slightly. Good morning, Peter. And stay here, observing the expansion in the chest. Back of the neck stays long with the chin slightly down. Just one more breath. Can you lift the hands a little higher off the hips? And then releasing the hands, join them together in front of the chest, creating intention for practice. And my suggestion is a collective intention for well-being and peace. If you have a specific intention you'd like to set now, of course, go ahead and do that. With the intention clear in the mind and the heart, we'll rub the palms against each other, creating some heat. And we'll take the warmth to cup the eyes, helping relax eye muscles and clear our vision for this day, beginning of a new week. As you feel the eye muscles relaxing, have this intention in your mind, in your heart. I'm clearing my vision, clearing to see truth, clearing to see things from a fresh perspective. Sliding the hands down face, pass through jaw, back of the neck and shoulders. Massage yourself here, breathe out any accumulated tension or stress. And now we'll come into Malasana, a squat. So take your feet to the floor wide. Lift your sitting bones off the block if you can, off the floor, and just hover your hips, join the hands together. Use the arms to separate the legs even more and create a little bit of leverage to lift your chest up. So the feet can be really wide. The heels don't have to touch the floor. Anatomically, we'll all have a very different experience of this pose. So see if you can stay. Just another breath, elongating through the spine, the back muscles. And then releasing the hands down, let's extend the legs, reach the chest forward, feet parallel, and fold between the legs. Release your head down. Hold on to the elbows or forearms with the shoulders away from ears. Sway from side to side. The feet can be wider than the hips, so the foundation is really steady. And you can move freely, releasing back, releasing spine. Maybe you can even notice the discs between the vertebrae in your spine, a little more spacious now. They are decompressing in this upside down position. And we'll pause in center, release the hands towards the floor. Inhale, reach chest forward, come halfway up. Bend your knees, plant your hands down, step into plank and hold plank. Press the inner heels back, tone in the belly, reach your chest forward. Stay strong with the shoulders above the wrists. Strong plank position, building heat, inner fire for transformation, for detoxification. We take one more breath, fully awake. With the exhalation, we'll bring knees to floor and move hips around in circles. So moving the hips, free up the body. The hips, the lower back. A few circles in one direction. And then we'll move the other way. We'll pause back in center. Bring hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Simply extend your right leg back, toes pointing down. Reach your left arm by the head and hold strong here. The left thumb is pointing up. Tune into your breath. And remember, if you like to continue with Ujjai, breathing the victorious breath, you can contract the back of the throat slightly. And this will increase the fire in the body, Agni, digestive fire. Take one more breath. Very good for detoxification. Lower down, hand and knee. Simple, other side, same thing. Extend the left leg back, toes pointing down, right arm by the head, thumb pointing up. Neck is long, we're gazing down at the floor. Contain the low ribs. Energize your left leg, shoulders back. One more breath. Lower down, hand and knee. Walk the hands ahead of the shoulders a couple inches to move into downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Send the hips far away from the shoulders. Take a deep inhalation to expand throughout the whole body. Send the hips far back away from the shoulders as you exhale. Inhale, lift up your heels high. Exhale, bend the knees, look ahead. Step or hop between the hands, flatten the back as you breathe in. Fold over legs, breathe out. Bend the knees to roll up the spine. Circle arms, inhale, reach up high. Hands to heart, namaskar on the exhalation. Stay here as you breathe in. We'll chant to the sun, Surya Namaskar, beginning next. First, the Gayatri Mantra, deep breath in. Om Bhuvah Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Circle the arms, inhale, reach up. Fold over legs, exhale, bow down. Look ahead as you breathe in, halfway up. Hands to floor, step or hop back, bend the elbows, chaturanga or all the way down. Upward dog or cobra as you inhale, lift the chest. Downward facing dog on the exhale. Inhale here, vitality. Get empty as you exhale, all air out. Lift up the heels as you breathe in. Bend the knees as you breathe out. Look forward, step or hop. Flat back, inhale, chest forward. Fold down, bend the knees on the exhale. Roll up spine, circle arms, inhale, high. Exhale, back to heart. One more like this. Circle, inhale, upward Bakasana. Folding down, exhale, Uttanasana. Look ahead, Ardha Uttanasana, shoulders back. Hands down, step or hop back, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana, elbows into the waist. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Stay with your breath, present. Exhale completely. Lift up the heels, breathe in. Breathe out, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop between the hands, flat back, inhale. Fold down, exhale, Uttanasana, bend the knees to roll up. Circle around, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale to heart, Namaskar. Circle again, inhale, lift up. Fold down, exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway up, look ahead, shoulders back. Hands down, step or hop back, bend the elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. This will be different now. Lift your right leg up, inhale. Bring your right knee forward into chest, variation of plank, high up into chest, the knee. Inhale, extend that leg again, high up, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your knee forward into chest, contract the belly. Inhale, two more, extend the leg. Exhale, bring the knee forward, keep the shoulders away from ears, upper back is broad. Last time, inhale, extension of the leg. Exhale, draw the knee forward and hold here. The upper back super broad. Now lift your hips higher. Step the right foot forward between your hands, lower left knee to floor. Raise your arms up by the head. Soften the shoulders as you exhale. And feel the opening for the front of your left hip, tone in your belly, and take another deep breath into your chest. Welcome, dawn. Exhale, lower your hands down to the floor. Step back into downward facing dog. Coming forward into plank, inhale strong. Lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll do the other side, same thing. Left leg, lift it up as you breathe in. Draw your knee forward into chest in a variation of plank, high up. Lift the leg, extend it up, breathe in. Draw the knee forward as you breathe out, contract the belly, shoulders back. 2 more. Inhale, left leg high. Bring it forward, exhale, neck stays long. Last one. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring the knee forward and hold here. Hold, notice your upper back broad, like a cobra hood, one of my teachers says. Lift your hips higher to give you space to step your left foot between your hands now. Lower right knee down. Raise your arms up by the head. Inhale. Stay here, soften as you exhale. Feel the heat, soften into that power. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, forward into plank pose. Lower halfway or all the way down as you exhale. Lift your chest, inhale high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift up your heels as you breathe in. Bend your knees as you breathe out. Look forward, step or hop between your hands. Flatten the back, inhale. Fold down, exhale, bend the knees this time. Keep them bent for Utkatasana. Reach your arms forward and up. And stay in that fierce pose. Try keeping your knees in line with your ankles, not on top, but in the same line. Lift up your chest. So the center of the patella lines up with the center of the ankles. One more breath here. Can your hips go a little bit lower without collapsing through the chest? And then extend your legs. Inhale, pelvis forward, chest up. Mountain, exhale, arms down, Tadasana. Inhale, arms forward and up. Feel the heat, the power of purification. Bow down as you exhale. Inhale, chest forward, shoulders back. Hands down. Exhale, step or hop back, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Lift your heart. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now opening right hip, lift the right leg up high. Turn your toes to the right and bend your right knee. Gazing at the left ankle, keep your head down between your arms, press equally into your hands. Opening the pelvis to the right, the shoulders stay equally high up off the floor. From here, we re-extend the right leg, step the right foot forward between the hands, lower left heel to floor for warrior one. Raise the arms up by the head. Open the arms right away. Interlace hands behind the hips. Humble warrior. Extend the arms, lift chest. Breathe in. Chest forward, right shoulder inside of right knee. Top of the head down. Gaze at the back foot. Extending arms skyward. Keep bending the front knee deeply and draw the outer right hip back. As you gaze at the back foot, notice if your arch is collapsing. Press the outer left heel down and take one more breath here. With the next inhale, reach your chest forward, lower your hands by the sides of your foot, come back to the ball of the left foot for lunge, twisting right hand to hip, gaze over shoulder, extend your right arm up. Draw the shoulder heads back. Keep bending the front knee, lengthening through the waist. And let's take one more deep breath in here. With the exhalation, bring the right hand back down. Step into a plank pose. Take one breath. Lower both knees and sit back into child's pose. Come right forward onto the hands and knees. Bend the elbows. Modify chaturanga on your knees. Inhale, lift the chest. Knees can come off the floor. Downward dog. Exhale back. Other side, same sequence. Left leg lifts up. Inhale. Turn the toes out to the left, bend your knee as you exhale, gazing at the right ankle. Pressing to the hands, shoulders equally high up off the floor. Notice what's happening in the body right now. Stay tuned into your breath. And maybe you're continuing the practice of Ujjai breathing, victorious breath. With the inhalation, we extend the left leg, square off the pelvis. Exhale, step the foot forward between the hands, right heel to floor. Virabhadrasana 1, raise the arms as you breathe in. Open the arms as you breathe out, interlace hands behind the hips. Extend the arms back, try the opposite thumb on the outside with the interlacing of the hands, and then reach your chest forward, humble warrior. Top of the head down, arms extend up. Left outer hip goes back towards the end of the mat. And we keep breathing mindfully, nourishing ourselves with each inhalation, cleansing with each exhalation. Next time you inhale, reach the chest forward, hands to floor, come back to the ball of the right foot for a twist, left hand to hip, gaze over left shoulder, extend left arm up. Draw the shoulder heads back, keep bending the front knee deeply. One more breath in this twisted lunge. Lowering the hand down, exhale, we'll step into plank. Inhale, in plank, strong, chest forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga, breathe out. Inhale, lift the heart, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale fully. Getting empty, exhale completely. Lift up the heels, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop between the hands, flatten the back, breathe in. Fall down, breathe out, Utkatasana, bend the knees, arms forward, lift up the chest, stay. Stay as you exhale, soften the shoulders, contain the low ribs so they're not sticking out. Let the hips be heavy towards the ground. Notice if your toes are gripping the floor. Bring a little more weight to your heels and take a final breath here. Stay as you exhale. Then extend the legs. Inhale, pubic bone forward, chest up. Arms by the body, Tadasana. Inhale, arms forward and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Forward and down, exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, chest forward, Ardha Uttanasana, hands down, step or hop back, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Lift the heart, inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We're moving into side plank. Forward into plank, all the way to the left hand as we turn the toes to the right. Right arm extends up. Your right foot could be in front of the left. Flex your feet. You can also challenge yourself by stepping your right foot on top of the left or hovering that leg. Lift the left hip high up off the floor and send it away from the shoulder. Flex your feet, stay strong. One more breath here in a side plank variation of your choice. Mindfully, bring the right hand down, go back into downward facing dog. Stay as you breathe in. Contract the low belly, exhale all the air out. Other side. Forward into plank pose. Weight onto the right hand, toes point left, left arm reaches up. Right hip away from shoulder, choose the variation of your choice. Try matching what you had on the first side. And keep that right hip away from the shoulder, away from the armpit, so the waist is long. Flex your feet, right hip off the floor. Take one more breath. Bring the left hand back down, downward facing dog once again. Inhale. Exhale, send the hips far away. We'll take a vinyasa. Inhale, forward plank. Lower the knees, sit into child's pose. Exhale. Forward onto the hands, inhale. Bend the elbows, modify chaturanga on the exhale. lift up the chest, navel in, open chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale fully and exhale completely. Lifting up the heels, breathe in. Breathe out to bend the knees, look forward, step or hop. Flatten the back as you breathe in. Listen carefully, bend your knees and sit down close to your heels. Lift your heels off the floor. We'll practice Bakasana. Separate your knees wide. Bring your hands through the inside of your legs on the floor. Spread your fingers wide. As you lower your torso, slide your elbows past your shins. And then lift your hips. Keep gazing ahead. Fingers are spreading wide. One foot lifts off the floor, maybe the other. Squeeze the inner thighs. Draw your knees up into the outer shoulders. Keep gazing ahead. Suction cup the floor with your hands, pressing the finger pads down. Stay engaging the inner legs. Maybe you're practicing one foot up at a time. Maybe you're just practicing bringing your hands to the floor. We take one more breath. Slowly lower your feet back down. Take your time. Extend the legs, chest forward, feet parallel. Fold down over legs. Slide your hands underneath your feet, stepping on the palms for Padahastasana. Your toes touch the wrists. We can massage the wrist by moving the toes up and down. And we stay here, letting the breath slow down. Feel all that fire, all that power of a balancing asana, an arm balancing. Stay just a couple more cycles of breath. Padahastasana. Our feet, our padas are stepping over our hands, our hastas. From here, we'll release the hastas from under the padas. Bend the knees a little and simply roll up the spine. Shoulders up, back and down. We'll have one more vinyasa, both sides, of course. Navel in. Inhale, arms forward and up, lift the chest. Forward and down, exhale, bow. Step your right foot back, heel to floor. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Virabhadrasana 2, exhale, open the arms. Left arm up, right hand down, inhale. Exhale, left forearm touches the thigh lightly, right arm overhead. Let's do it again. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm up and right hand down. Exhale, forearm down, stay here. The right arm in line with the right leg. Engage the lower abdominals. Your core is supporting you here. Now, can we try right hand to hip, left hand to floor or block? As you open your chest to the right, see if you can take your right arm behind you and with that right hand, touch the top of your left leg. Maybe you stay here, maybe your left arm comes under your leg and you bind, interlacing your hands, your fingers, just to the outside of the left hip. Keep anchored through the right foot, opening the chest with a long neck, breathing smoothly, maybe still Ujjai. Contracting the back of the throat, making that oceanic sound. Helping purify, release toxins, release impurities from the system. Just one more breath here in this variation of side angle Parshvakonasana with a bind. And then we'll slowly release the hands, bring them down either side of the front foot, come into lunge. As you step your left foot back, keep your foot off the floor in a variation of plank, reach your chest forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga on the exhale. Both feet down, inhale, lift the heart, upward dog, downward dog, exhale all the way back. Inhale, expansion, contract low belly, exhale. Lift up the heels as you breathe in. Breathe out, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop between the hands, flatten the back, inhale. Fold over legs, exhale, bend the knees. Roll up spine, circle arms, inhale high. Exhale, Namaskar. Other side, same sequence. Inhale, arms lift up. Forward and down. Exhale, bow. Left foot back, heel to floor. Warrior one, arms lift by the head. Warrior two, exhale, open them wide. Inhale, right arm up, left hand down, reverse warrior. Exhale, right forearm lightly touches leg, left arm overhead. Once again, inhale, right arm up. Exhale, forearm down, left arm over, we stay. Engage core. Bring your left hand to the left hip. Draw the outer right hip away from the armpit. Right hand can come to floor or block. And maybe left arm behind the back, touching top of right thigh. Maybe right arm under the leg, binding fingers just to the outside of the right hip. That right hip doesn't stick out. It stays pretty much in line with the rest of the body between the 2 feet. Neck is long, breath is smooth. We're almost done here. One more breath in this bound variation of Parshva Konasana. And we'll slowly release the hands, bring them either side of the foot. Come into a simple lunge on the ball of the left foot. Plant your hands down, step the right foot back without touching it to the floor as you inhale, chest forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga arms. Both feet down, inhale, lift the chest, upward dog. Downward dog, exhale all the way back. A full breath in and a slow breath out. Lifting up the heels, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop, flatten the back, inhale. Let's again bend the knees and sit close to heels. We're gonna try now a side crow. Bring your hands just to the right side on the floor if possible. Spread the fingers wide, draw the elbows towards your body. Lift your knees high up into the outer left shoulder. As you move your chest forward, you're supporting the 2 sides of your body. So the right arm is supporting the outer right hip. Okay, that's the trick. It's not magic to stay up. We have support. Chest reaches forward, feet light, they float up. Keep breathing. Ujjai. Just one more breath. Keep drawing your knees high up into the outer left shoulder. And then bring your feet back down to the floor. Return to center, extend the legs. Inhale, chest forward. Fold over legs, release your head. Stay here for a couple more breaths. Nothing fancy needs to be done with the hands, whatever you like. And we'll prepare the other side. Chest reaches forward on the inhale. We bend the knees, sitting close to heels on the exhale. Bring the hands over to the left. Plant them down, spread the fingers wide, draw the elbows in towards your waist. Moving the chest forward, the knees high up into the outer left shoulder. Chest forward, feet float. The left side of the hip is being supported by the left arm. We keep breathing here, keep reaching the chest forward, the neck is long, core is engaged. Of course, we take a final breath. And we slowly bring the feet back down, return to center, inhale, chest forward, fold over legs on the exhale. With the feet now hip distance apart, interlace your hands behind your head, just where on the skull, close to the neck. Draw your elbows towards each other. So there's very gentle pressure of the forearms into the temples. We're not pushing, we're not forcing, just a natural light pressure. Relax the shoulders, stay with your breath. Last breath here. Releasing the hands back down with a soft bend in the knees. Roll up spine, come to stand, shoulders up, back and down. Wonderful. We'll do one balancing pose, which is also a hip opener. Beginning by bending the right knee, find a focal point, point that knee out and figure four with the legs. Cross your right ankle just above the left knee, touch your palms together. And as you bend the standing leg, send the hips back, gaze ahead. Let the breathing slow down. Enjoy the opening for your hip. Of course, you could take this into an arm balance. I'm not going to instruct that. Let's focus on the hip stretch, but if you can, if you want, you can. One more breath here. And we'll slowly return up. Draw the right knee up, lower the foot down, back into mountain, Tadasana. Find your center, find your ground. Prepare the other side, bending left knee, opening, crossing ankle above the knee, palms touch, inhale, lifting sternum into thumbs, and on the exhale, we bend the standing leg, send the hips back, waist is long. Oops. Gazing ahead. Waist long on both sides. Soften your gaze. Relax the forehead, the tongue, the whole mouth. It's the last breath here. Slowly come back up. Lift your left knee into chest and lower your foot down. Re-ground, re-anchor. It's our last vinyasa now. Move as freely as possible. Circle the arms. Inhale, reach up. Surya Namaskar A. Bowing down, exhale. Look ahead. Inhale, shoulders back. Hands down, step or hop back. Bend the elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Enjoy being in the body in this downward facing dog. And as you inhale next, come into a plank position, shoulders over wrists. Lower your knees to floor and prepare for first child's pose so we can move into a headstand. So of course, you can stay here in child's pose as long as you like. If you like to move into Sushasana, a headstand, you can interlace your hands. Have the elbows no wider than shoulders. And then lifting the hips, place your head on the floor. So the back of your head is touching your hands. Top of the head is on the floor. Pressing down into the forearms, shoulders away from ears. Curl the toes, lift your hips, walk the feet forward, bring your hips as high up above your shoulders as possible. And maybe you stay here if you've never done or not used to doing headstand on your own. Please just stay with the preparation, building strength in the arms. Keep pressing down your forearms, maintain the shoulders away from the ears so the neck does not feel jammed. And maybe you lift the feet up with your knees bent. This is one form, one way of coming up into a half headstand. From here, you could choose to extend your legs up. I actually find it a little more challenging to set up the pose with the knees bent. I prefer to have the legs straight. But once in a while, it's nice to try some different things, right? So we're not moving in autopilot. So stay present with what you're doing. Maintain an inner rotation in the legs. Anytime you need to take a break, move into child's pose. Maybe you stay in child's pose, or maybe you give it one more try and come into an inversion, half shoulder headstand, or the full headstand, Sushasana. The breathing needs to stay smooth. We never perform an asana in which we cannot breathe properly. To come out of headstand, you can bend the knees again or keep your legs straight and hinge at the hips. Slowly lower your knees down. Sit into child's pose, Balasana. Arms can come to the sides of the waist. So your hands are close to your feet, your hastas are close to your padas. Reconnect to your breathing. The forehead is resting down. Let the breath slow down. Just one more breath here. Extending the arms forward by the head. Let's come onto the hands and knees. And from here, we'll set up for pigeon. Step your right foot forward, your right knee is close to the right wrist. Crossing the shin bone across the body, send the left knee back so your hips are close to the floor and lift the chest, belly in, long neck. From here, you can lower torso down, letting the forehead rest on something. It can be your hands, the block, floor. Relax the shoulders. And I will instruct a variation of pigeon that I quite like. It's better to have a block supporting your head for this one, so you've got more space around your neck. A block or a blanket or something to give you a little height. So the variation is to turn the head to the right, same direction that your knee is pointing, the right knee, and then you rest the left temple on the block or whatever you have. And you extend the left arm, you thread it under the right to begin. Move the right shoulder away from ear. It's almost like a thread the needle variation of the arms. The right hip moves back away from the armpit, waist long. And you could bring your palms together with the elbows apart. Keep the neck long wherever you are. And how much can you soften into this shape? I find it nice to do a twist for the neck, to twist the cervical spine after headstand, to give the neck an opportunity to stretch a bit. Stretching in quite a passive way. We're not forcing anything. The shoulders remain away from ears. And to come out of the twist, if you are in the twist, bring your right hand down, lift yourself up, open chest. Let's all meet in downward dog. Plant the hands down, curl the back toes under, step into downward dog. Notice the two sides of your hips, your shoulders, the whole body. Be aware of where you're at. We'll enter the pose the same way we did for the first side. So first coming to plank, lower your knees down. And from here, you can step your left foot forward, the left knee close to the left wrist, slide the right knee back, open chest as you square your pelvis forward, the hips are low. And then you either come down to the forearms and stay here, or your forehead will rest on something. Block, hands, floor. The hips are equally high up off the floor. And we begin to settle into this shape. Still cultivating that triad we spoke in the beginning, the three pillars of the practice, which is your mind, your body, your breath. So you're continuing to watch your breath happening in your body, uniting these three. And if you want to move into the twisting variation, you can lift your torso up, slide the right arm under the left, turn your head left, rest the right temple onto something, point your left elbow skyward, pressing into your left fingers, shoulders away from ears. Waist long on the left side. And we don't have to actively twist the neck, just let the head rest. It's already twisting by turning the head left. You have the option to join your palms together with the elbows out. Move the shoulders away from ears. And breathe here with the left hip away from left armpit. Stay with your breath, anchoring into the present moment with each cycle of breath. Just one more breath here in a twisted variation of Pigeon. To come out, left hand to floor, lift the torso up. You don't need your block anymore. If you have props, put them aside, curl the back toes and step into downward facing dog. Send the hips far back. Our last vinyasa, inhale, forward plank. Bend the elbows, chaturanga dandasana with control. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, long neck, opening Vishuddha chakra. Downward dog. Exhale back. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Lift up the heels, breathe in. Breathing out, bend knees, look ahead, step or hop between hands, flatten the back, inhale. We're sitting down from here, bend the knees on the exhale, sit on the floor however you can, extend both legs forward with room behind you to lie down on the mat. Point your feet, big toes close to each other, reach your arms forward, shoulder height, inhale into chest. Use your core power to control the descent, round your back, come down slowly as you exhale. Contraction of the lower abdominals, maintain the inner spiral in the legs. Once your head is on the floor, hug in your knees. Relax your back. Be present. Lower your feet down, hip distance apart, heels close to hips, arms down by the body, bridge. Press into the feet, lift up your hips, walk your shoulders close together, either palms face up or interlace hands under hips with the arms straight. Imagine you're squeezing a block between your thighs, activate inner legs, lift the hips higher, chest towards the chin, knees a little bit forward. And breathe here. Bridge is another great counter stretch for the neck after doing headstand. And so is shoulder stand. I think today we're going to stay with bridge, and then we have time for a nice Shavasana and a little bit of pranayama. So again, squeeze the imaginary block between your thighs, press down your feet, lift pubic bone high, chest high, and take another nice breath, opening the front of the body. Releasing your hands, separate the shoulders, upper back down, hips touch the floor, knees fall inwards. One hand, chest, one hand, belly. Observe your breath. Inhale, notice how your chest expands, rib cage, upper belly. Contract low belly as you exhale. Notice ribs softening, chest falling. Once again, inhale, chest, ribs, belly. Exhale, contract low belly, ribs soften, chest falls. Now, if you like to put something under your head to pad the curve of your neck, a great idea. Separate your feet as wide as the mat. Open your arms out, shoulder height. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knees turn right, head turns left. Inhale, knees up, head up. Exhale, knees left, head right. Center as you breathe in, lift the knees and head. Breathe out, knees right, head left. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Knees right, head left. As you exhale, stay here. Stay in the twist. You're welcome to step your right foot just to the outside of the left thigh above your knee and rest here, or take a different twist that you prefer. We're here for about 4 breath cycles. Surrendering into the shape. Take full advantage of each breath, noticing the breath from the moment it enters the body, bringing in prana, nourishment, vitality, to the moment it goes out, carrying away toxins and impurities that no longer serve you. Notice the space that the breath creates, the softening that it encourages. Finishing the exhalation, right foot comes down, lift up both knees. Pause in center, lining up your hips with your shoulders, neutral spine. Take a breath again in center and point your knees left. As you exhale, turn your head right. The left foot to the outside of the right thigh, just above the knee. Relax the shoulders. If you had a different twist on the first side, match that here to stay balanced physically. And witness your breath without any rush. Let it be full and complete. Towards the end of the practice, you may notice the vrittis, the mind fluctuations, distractions, settling after spending this time reconnecting to yourself, present in the body. Maybe a little easier to just soften and surrender into this moment. As you finish the exhalation, left foot down, lift up the knees, adjust the pelvis in line with the shoulders, draw knees into armpits for happy baby, soles up, grab the feet, outer edges if possible, rock around as you like, with sacrum heavy. When you feel ready for Shavasana, go ahead and release your feet, set up in the way that you prefer so your body can get the most out of this resting experience. Adjust the shoulder blades down the back, palms facing up, long neck. Feel your body resting on the floor. Let your bones be as heavy as they want to be. Give your muscles permission to soften. All the joints can become spacious now. There's no gripping, there's no holding anywhere. Unclenching jaw, let the tongue relax. Center of the eyebrows and forehead. Notice your facial expression, neutral. The scalp relaxing. The brain at ease. The neck is relaxed. Shoulders, both arms and hands. Torso, front and back. All the internal organs at ease. Maybe you can feel your heartbeat. The pelvis is relaxed. The hips, both legs, feet. The entire body is now resting peacefully, restoring, renewing. Not only physically, but all the different layers of our being have a chance to rest, to replenish, to heal. There's nothing we need to do. We step out of the way and surrender to the wisdom of our bodies. Continue resting, surrendering. Softening into this experience with each exhalation. As we prepare to move the body, just notice your body still one last time here. Notice prana flowing freely through you, all the vitality within. And then start to move your hands and your feet, your ankles and wrists, stretching out, hugging the knees. Rolling over to one side. We'll meet sitting up as we begin. In a sitting position with a tall spine, we'll take just 2 minutes to practice alternate nostril pranayama, Nadi Shodhana. Anchor down through the sitting bones. Prepare with the right hand in front of the face Touching the index and middle fingers to the center of the eyebrows, we'll use thumb and ring finger to close the nostrils one at a time. We'll begin by exhaling all the air out through both nostrils. Close the right, inhale through the left nostril. Close the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right nostril, get tall. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale through the left, chest up. Close left, contract the belly as you exhale right. Inhale through the right nostril, long. Close the right and exhale through the left, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale through the left nostril, top of the head skyward. Close and exhale through the right nostril, chin slightly into chest. Inhale through the right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Last cycle. Inhale through the left nostril, Ida. Close, exhale through the right nostril, Pingala. Inhale through the right nostril, tall. Close, exhale through the left. Finishing this exhale, release the right hand down. Inhale through both. Stay as you exhale, visualizing a point of light right between the eyebrows at Ajna Chakra. We close by joining hands together, Anjali Mudra, grateful for this practice, for this community. And we chant the sound of Om together, deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you. Those of you practicing live with me, thank you for joining. I appreciate your energy. If you're practicing later, same thing. Time is a funny thing. We're together. Have a great day, everyone, a great week. Hope to see you again soon. Namaste.